What's up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Well, I'm so excited you're here because today we're talking about my obsession, which is all things to do with mindset, specifically manifestation. I think that it's really easy for us to get, at least in my previous experience, it was really easy for me to get super overwhelmed with rules for manifestation and how to manifest faster and how to manifest successfully. And at some point, I kind of came to this overwhelm and was just like, this is too much. Like, I don't know where to start. I just want a concrete place to then jump off of. And that is where this video stems from. If you're someone that just feels overwhelmed and you don't really know where to start here. If this is your first time on my channel, we're about to do something kind of fun, kind of funky. We're gonna throw ourselves a little dance party. There's a lot of research in moving our bodies. It helps us remember things better. That's why for those of us that are like kinesthetic learners, which we all have a little bit of kinesthetic learner in us, it's gonna help you remember this better. It's gonna help you absorb it, kind of soak it into your bones. Also, it is just freaking fun to move your body. I used to take myself so seriously. I was so rigid. And this is something that really helped me to just loosen up, just make fun of yourself, have fun, laugh at me if you need to, whatever works. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna tell you the two most important pieces for manifesting successfully. In all of my research and also just reflecting on the times where I manifested the most quickly and also just manifested exactly what I wanted. These two pieces are really the basis, the starting off point that I think that a lot of us miss or just walk over because, again, we get so lost in all of the other extraneous details. Number one, to manifest successfully is know what you want. Number two, to manifest successfully is believe that you can achieve it. Believe that it's already yours. So let's dive into both of these pieces because although they're quick, simple sentences, there's a lot underlying that we need to discuss. So number one, know what you want. In my personal experience and also just in conversations that I've had working with other people in manifestation, it's imperative to know exactly what you want. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to know all of the answers to all of the questions, but you do have to be very clear of what you're asking the universe for. If we are wishy-washy, if we don't know exactly what we want and why we want it, it's very hard to put that intention out into the universe. An example of this may be you don't know exactly what kind of job you want in a specific field maybe. So maybe you're really interested in fashion, maybe you're really interested in engineering, but you're not sure exactly because you're young, you haven't experienced enough. That's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to have your entire life figured out and mapped out, because another really important aspect of this is being open to your manifestations presenting in possibly a different way than you imagined. We don't need to be super closed off, closed-minded, life in a box, right? The times where I've had the hardest time manifesting is when I felt like I was writing an intention one day and then changing that intention the next day because I wasn't crystal clear on what I wanted. Continue writing down and then changing your manifestations. That's okay. But know that as you become more aligned and clear with your vision, with your intention, your manifestation will come to fruition quicker and in a more effective manner, if that makes sense. And number two is huge. We have to believe. I talk about this all the time on my channel because I think that it's probably the biggest, most profound piece that we can carry with us throughout our lives. But our mindset truly matters. What you believe, you will manifest into your life. What you believe, you will attract. What you believe shapes your world. And if you have a very closed-minded belief system, that's the world you live in. There's no judgment there. I'm just saying that's the world that you live in. If you live with a belief system that anything is possible with an open belief system, then that's the world you live in. And those are the types of things that you are manifesting and bringing into your life. There's this really cool quote by Wayne Dyer that I read that I wanted to share with you all. I will attract into my life what I am, not what I want. And I am capable of attracting all the things that the source is capable of attracting. I personally hold this belief that whether you want to label it God, the universe, source, your intuition, your gut, whatever you want to label it, there's this power that lives inside of me and that lives inside of you that is incomprehensibly powerful and all-knowing. It's hard for me to describe it. You truly, truly do have the power to create whatever you want in life. You are not a victim of your circumstance. You are not just floating through life. Life is not just happening to you. Life is happening for you. And when we believe in our mind, in our body, in our soul, with all of us, when we hold this belief that anything is possible, anything really is possible. So these are two super easy, simple things to do, right? You just have to know what you want and believe that you can get it. I'm laughing because it's not super simple and it's not easy. It sounds like very concise tips, but there's a lot behind it. And there's a lot of things that we can do to help ourselves on this journey of alignment, because it truly is a journey. For me, at least, there wasn't just one moment where I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want and I 100% believe that I can get it in all aspects of my life. I don't want you going into it and failing one time. I say fail in quotations because we don't really fail, we just learn, but failing one time and then giving up. And some people, this happens quickly. Some people, they're just innately maybe born with it. Maybe they've learned this lesson in a previous lifetime or something like that. But for some people it happens quicker, and for some people it's a journey and it takes a little bit longer, but it doesn't mean that you won't get there, and it doesn't mean that you can't attract things along the way. So one really cool thing that happened to me that I will share, and I hope that it inspires you, is along this journey I was doing this, I learned this scripting technique from Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you're interested in learning about it, I will link that video right here. I was reflecting on my rent was going up and I was trying to decide if I needed to move or if I could stay where I was, and looking at my finances and all of that, and I decided that I needed $3,000 to stay comfortably where I was, because that was just the math that I did in my head. I won't run you through the whole math equation. One of the best ways that I can describe the ability to manifest the quickest is when we let it go out into the universe. A lot of times when we're manifesting in that second part of belief, we want $3,000, or we want a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or we want that new job, and we spend so much time thinking about what we want. I want that $3,000. I want more money. I want more money. I want more money. The issue here, or the hang up here, is that when we are telling the universe, I want more money, I want more money, we are inadvertently saying, I don't have money now, and I don't have enough now. And that is actually the message that we're putting out into the universe. So that's what the universe is giving us back, is the lack of money. The really, really imperative piece of part 2 of our belief system is believing that you're aligned with it, believing that it's coming to you, that it's already yours, and you are just stepping into it. So with this scripting technique, I wrote it down, I read it every day, but honestly, there was just this level of giving up control, just giving it up to the universe, knowing that I feel that the right decision in my life right now is to stay where I am, to stay in the apartment that I'm living in currently, And because I feel that way, because I believe that, I know that this $3,000 is coming to me, because that's just the necessary second part of this. Like, that's just what it is. It's just a belief that I hold. And so I'm not going to spend my precious time worrying over where it's coming from, how it's getting to me, when it's coming, all of these little details that are really insignificant. And I shit you not, literally, this was insane to me. I was talking to my friend and I told her, this is what I need the $3,000, blah, blah, blah. The next day, I get a text message that's telling me that I'm getting $3,000. Somebody was writing me a check for $3,000. Like, mind blown. We get so hung up on wanting to control every single aspect of our lives, but there's this huge paradox and juxtaposition in, as we let go of what we want comes to us. It's okay to want these things. It's okay to want more out of your life. It's important to want more out of your life. Number 2, look at your belief systems. Look at the way that you're talking to yourself. Look at the way you're talking to other people. When we're saying little comments like, oh, this probably won't happen, but you're messing yourself up right there, friend. You are telling the universe you're not serious, that you're not really looking for whatever you're telling, the universe 5 minutes ago that you wanted. You are more powerful than you could ever imagine. And when we work on accepting that, recognizing that, seeing that in ourselves, that's when real growth starts to happen. That's when beautiful things start to happen. So I want to end with a poem. We've probably all heard it, but literally every time I hear it, I get chills. I love this poem by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Go manifest your dream. You are worthy. You are capable. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.